Brought to you by
GoDaddy.com. Man up and get your $4.95.com by entering code MMA Nuts.
Defense Soap. Offense wins matches. Defense keeps you on the mat.
Now that you're in fight week, can you tell us about how you're handling, the family stuff, the ticket requests, things along those lines, fighting in your hometown here in Chicago. There's good and bad that we hear from fighters on both aspects. What's your take and how you're handling it all?
Oh, I take everything in stride. There's no reason to get worked up or make more than it really is. I'm honored to finally be back home and put on a show in front of friends and family and Chicago fans. It's been a long time. You were probably at my last fight in Illinois, in 05 or 06 or something like that. So I can't believe it. I feel like I'm still getting familiar with the sport, and I feel like this is kind of a re-debut, if that's even a word. Now that I have a clean slate, I'm starting at 145. I go into every fight very positive, but yesterday when I was getting my morning workouts and about to get on the plane, I had that feeling that I did 6 years ago, October 14, 2006, when I fought my UFC debut against Justin James. I just had a very positive kind of revamping. It was very good feeling. So as far as tickets, Joe Hernandez put in there, don't bother fighters for tickets. He put in the Times article, but obviously it's just a matter of time for people to ask. It's no big deal. I tell them I had a friend that works at the box office at the United Center that has been very handling and very caring of my friends and family and fans. So I'm just excited for the opportunity that lies ahead come Saturday.
Clay, you in your last fight, you took a lot of criticism for the fight plan. You're talking about starting a new weight division. Are we going to see the old Clay Guida?
That fight was June. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember it. That fight was in June. It's been 6-7 months since then. You're going to see a more revamped, more energetic Clay Guida. Every time we improve. People that are true fight fans and educated like yourself see the improvements that I've made and the strides that I've made, and I believe I am one of the most improved lightweights and soon to be featherweights in mixed martial arts and UFC. If you see my striking, it was pretty much pinpoint. I outstruck Gray, I outgrappled Gray. Go down the list. I beat him everywhere except in the judge's eyes. So I'm beyond that now. It's a learning experience, and Hioki is going to pay Saturday night for it.
Clay, do you have any frustration that you've been on 2 UFC on Fox cards now and you never seem to make the main TV part of the card?
I mean, the first one, it came down to the last minute. It's hard to hold a candle to Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos. People who saw the fight on ESPN Deportes or whatever was on when I fought Ben Henderson realized that was a top candidate for fight of the year or whatever it may have been, and now he's the belt holder. The fight could have gone either way. He beat me fair and square, and now I get to take on a former #1 contender possibly in Hioki, and we're going to make waves at 145. We're going to turn heads, and people are going to see that the best is yet to come.
If you get this win on Saturday, how many more do you think you need before you get that title shot?
I'm focused on my first victory Saturday at 145.
Clay, can you tell us about your routine? I mean, are you staying at the UFC hotel? Or are you staying with family? Tell us about what your routine is like this fight week. I mean, since you are in your hometown.
Yeah, I stick with the host hotel, Chicago Hard Rock, and it's nice and it's great. They're very welcoming. They've treated us very well. My dad came down last night, and me and my coach, Israel Martinez, and Goyo Eric Perez went and saw the Blackhawks get their first home victory of the year, so that was fun. I got a big wrestling meet tonight with the team I help coach at in Montini Catholic. It's at Oak Park River Forest. The #1 Montini Catholic. We're going for our 6th state title in a row. We're taking on, I believe, either the #1 ranked Oak Park River Forest. They're in 3A, or they're the #2 ranked in the state. So 2 top 10 teams of the nation, and that's a huge part of my training as these kids motivate me. And so yeah, I'm just getting my workouts in, maintaining the weight, and looking forward to the fight night.
Not to jump back to the Maynard fight, because I know you're looking ahead and looking at this one. You guys all have to have pretty thick skin, and after that fight, I asked you if like Dana's criticisms of that fight bothered you at all, and of course, instinctively you said, no, whatever, I know what I did. Did you go back then, in the coming days after that and look back at the fight, and how do you keep from hanging your head at a loss, first of all, and take me through the mental part of that?
Oh, if you hang your head, I wouldn't. If I was hanging my head, I wouldn't be here right now. You got to pick up the pieces and move on. That's just not. It's not how I've come this far. It's not what's going to get me to that featherweight title. People that hang their head seem to have a negative attitude and outlook on life, and that's just not how I've been brought up, and I've moved on.
Is there part of you that takes the complete 180 and says, all right, Dana said this, I'm going to go out there and work twice as hard to prove him wrong?
Oh, it's not even Dana. He's an educated man, and he knows anytime I get in the cage, there's a potential for fight of the night, fight of the year, whatever it is, and he knows he's going to get a better outcome Saturday night. Simple.
Question, you mentioned it's been a few months since your last fight at lightweight. Take us through, do you cut weight throughout your training camp to try to get used to the new weight class, or is this the first time you'll be at, for fight night at this weight, or how do you do that?
I started on this George Lockhart fitness VT diet that several top fighters, John Jones, Kenny Florian, Brian Stan have used and had great results with it. One of my good friends and teammates, Joey Vicenor, has been on it, and he said it was the best diet they've ever used. So I've never dieted. Even in high school and college wrestling, I didn't diet the right way. I just stopped eating 2 days before my competition, Shoney Carter, man. So yeah, since early November, I started about a 10-week diet I've been on. So I haven't cut weight, haven't missed meals, just smaller portions, but eating more often, which I'm not used to.
Yeah.
I usually gorge myself at a local barbecue or sushi place or something like that, taco joint, and then go work it off in practice. So now it's just a more structured, more professional, diet that is, life-changing. It's great.